The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Unto you. I'm Sister Charlene Muhammad. Welcome to Liberated Sisters, streaming live right here from Morris Media Studios in Leimert Park. Today, I want to let you know I have missed you all so much, right? I've been on a break. I'll tell you more about why in a bit, but first I want to congratulate, and I want you to join me in saying a big congratulations to Sister Felicia, the Poetess Morris, on her 5 years of hosting, owning, and putting out great product right here at Morris Media Studios. So be sure to show her some love. Go to MorrisMediaLive.com, also on her Facebook page, wherever you can. Just show her a lot of love. This is a young black woman. She owns these studios, and as you can see, it's very beautiful, and she makes a home for us. So congratulations, Sister Felicia. I also want to explain a little bit about why I've been out, right? So I've been away to celebrate my daughter's wedding and to welcome our new son, her new husband, Jabril Mikhail Muhammad. We're so happy to have him in the family. There's a wedding photo we've been sharing on our Facebook page and on their social media accounts. And I just want to say that may God bless your union. And may you have love, peace, and happiness throughout on your journey to oneness with him. That's her and her father, all in tears for the father-daughter dance. But I just wanted to share a little bit of their happiness with you all and let you know where I have been. Also, finally, before we continue on with the show, I want you to please join me in sending prayers, sending love, light, positive energy out to the staff and the students of Muhammad University of Islam for their safe travels. We want them to have a very good time. They're Camp Muhammad, and they're on their way for a weekend excursion like none I've ever seen. And I want to share with you a clip from Brother Marquise Muhammad and Sister Neelam Muhammad, his wife, who in part made this short snippet to show what they're going to experience. Camp Muhammad.
So we took a bunch of students from South Central, Compton, Long Beach, and Oakland to the mountains. The first day we got there, some white people in the cabin next door to our camp hung up a noose. This was to put fear in children as young as 6, but it served as a reminder of why we're up here. Black excellence. It's only excellence. But when you add the word black, that means an unnatural amount of resistance, opposition, opposing forces that either make you or break you. It's like we live on the defense. But what if we made a generation that knew that they were great? I'm talking unapologetically black, constantly training and conditioning themselves to meet and overcome all obstacles in their path. With an understanding of money, power, love, and unity. Oh yeah, we made them take that news down.
Yes, take that news down. You better believe they did. And so that's a little bit about what's happening this weekend. And there's so much more. So wherever you are, whoever you are, give love to those around you and support them. We definitely need support. So in studio today, as we move on into the show, we have Delxino Wilson de Briano with us. He is the founder of Tag Team Marketing, one half of the co-founding team, his wife Debbie as well, and he's going to delve into the Buy Black movement, Tag Team Marketing, and the great things that are in store. We have a weekend convention coming up. He's coming fresh off of not 2, but I think 3 presentations here in LA and in San Diego. And so he is here, as you saw in studio. We're going to give the number in case you want to call and ask him direct questions. This is like a very rare opportunity. And before we do that, however, I got to bring you the Justice Report. Today's Justice Report is short and sweet because we're going to back it up with a video from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and lead right into the message that Brother Delxino has for us today. It's the cover story of the Final Call newspaper, Deal or No Deal. You've been talking about it. You hear it everywhere you're going. You hear it online, radio, in the barbershops, in your homes. The pact between the NFL, National Football League, and hip-hop icon Jay-Z brings concerns. Is the NFL trying to change for the better and deal with problems of racism and power, or seeking symbols? Oh my God, this is potentially a move to blunt black anger. Many are thinking, right? And so that's the cover story for the Final Call newspaper today, this week, as well as the centerpiece article by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, God has come to answer our cry for justice. And so with that, as we lead into Brother Delxino's interview, right, I want to hear this clip from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Business is Warfare. And Delxino will take us right into why we're doing something about it with Tag Team Marketing.
Economics is the business of life itself. In the word business is busyness. And what is the activity of life? The activity of life for every living creature is to do something for itself. I opened my window to my bedroom the other day, and I saw all these hornets. And they had built a nest right up in the corner of where my window opens. And I looked at that and I said, nah, the Bible is sure right. Foxes have holes and birds have nests. And our people are homeless, out of doors, and naked. Something is wrong with that picture. And that's why the scripture refers to us as a dead people. Not physically dead, but mentally dead, spiritually dead, because had we been alive, we would be in the business of life. And what is that? Preparing food, clothing, shelter for yourself and your people. Having land where you can dig into that earth and produce products to give to your people and sell the surplus, making trade and commerce a part of the activity of living people. So when we say business is warfare, it shouldn't be that way. But it is that way when black people decide that we are going to do something to help ourselves. The enemy that has been sucking the lifeblood out of us all of these years feels threatened because our pocketbook has been their bank. And they keep going in, building, and while we're sitting, suffering. So with us, when we do business, It's warfare with them, so we've got to be on a war footing too. So every business in this city of Chicago, when our brothers and sisters came up from the South in the early 20th century, they knew what segregation caused them to have to do. They had their own this, their own that. So when they came up from the South, the Southern black man was the top businessman, and Chicago was the mecca of black entrepreneurship. But every generation, it got weaker and weaker, and now those same business people that made Chicago our mecca for business, Detroit, a mecca for business, New York, a mecca for business, now everywhere you look, we are out of business, and foreigners, immigrants, are in our community taking the lifeblood of our community. So we've got to look at it like it's warfare. You can't go in the Chinese community and set up a chow mein shop.
Right.
No, you can't go in the Italian community and set up noodles. As much as we like noodles, we're going to have our own. You can't even set up a barbecue place. And that's because they can do the same thing, and they feel they can do it better. We got to do something for self and fight to preserve, protect, and develop where we live and give our people our needs.
Marching orders right there from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm Sister Charlene Muhammad. Again, in studio with us is Brother Delxino Wilson de Briano, the owner of Tag Team Marketing, and maybe later you could talk about some of the marching orders, we would call them, that you've received, or the inspiration that you have gotten personally from the minister. But let me just tell you a little bit about our brother. He is widely recognized as one of the leading experts and all-time top producers in the network marketing industry. I'm hearing that's pretty hard to do, but some people just have a gift for that. I've experienced the gift, and I've become a member, and my husband and I have Tag Team Marketing after experiencing the gift of Brother Delxino. He began his career as a computer scientist. I will let him go a little bit into that story because it's compelling to hear for yourselves from his mouth. But we have the convention for Tag Team coming up this weekend. People are converging on the city. And so with that, I want to now pass the mic over and welcome to Liberated Sisters, Brother Delxino. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Thank you for being with Liberated Sisters again.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure. 100% my honor to be here.
Yeah, thank you. Some of you may know he was with us a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, when we did a show on KPFK, and I was like, you got to come to Mars Media Studios. And so this was a perfect time. So I think for those who are just learning about you and what you do, what is Tag Team Marketing?
Well, Tag Team Marketing is an organization, a company that my wife and I founded many, many years ago. Back when we were distributors, we were members of a team that were selling products in a non-black company, you know, and so we became distributors. You know, we were broke, we were struggling, we were looking for a way to make it, and it was at that point that we tried everything and we failed at every single thing we did.
Wow.
You know, business failure after business failure, and we were just working those jobs, and we really realized we were going nowhere fast, and that got old. You know, and it was done. It was at that point that we got involved with the company, and we thought it was going to change everything because this network marketing business we got in, we met a guy who said he would teach us how he had made all this success. And so this was our big chance. We did everything he said, and a year later, we were still broke. Man, learning from $1 million guy, we were still broke. And that's when we realized, wait a second. even though we're working our butts off in this white company, we weren't getting anywhere. Nothing was happening. Nothing was working. No one was, it wasn't exploding. And we're looking at other people like the guy that was teaching us that were making it all over the country.
Wow.
So I'm like, how come we ain't making it?
Yeah.
And that's when we realized that there was one thing different about us than the rest of them. We're black.
Okay.
And that one thing no one really wanted to confront. You know, so when we were in business in that company, we were doing everything like him, like he said, and all the training and everything he taught us. Sure, it worked, but who did it work for? Not us.
Right.
It worked for another culture. And that's what we realized.
Wow.
We're black and we have a culture.
Yeah.
We don't, you know, if we're going to get in business, we don't need to just assimilate and try to act like, you know, them. You know, we being white, we acting white, we talking white, we trying to do everything. We tried that. And it didn't work. So when we finally figured out that, hold on, we're black, and that's not a bad thing. That's like the greatest thing in the world. Why don't we embrace our culture and change up this system we had learned and actually make a system, a way of doing business just for black people?
Okay.
And you know what we call that system? Tag team.
Okay.
All right. Which stood for, back in those days, we were in Atlanta. It was the Atlanta group, and our team philosophy: together, everyone achieves more.
Wow.
That's where tag team came from. Now we're the African group, you know?
Yeah.
Together, everyone achieves more. So we put our own philosophy together. And, man, in 1 year, think failing for a year. And in 1 year of doing it the black way, we're doing $1 million.
$1 million. So what was the black way?
Well, for instance, let's say the guy always taught us, when you talk to people, you got to focus on what's important. You got to focus on the things that matter, and you relate to those things. And he says, what everyone is, just the white dude, right? What everyone's talking about in kitchen tables all over America, what's the most important thing right now is inheritance.
Okay. Man,
I said, what's that?
You can't inherit the projects.
Right. He said, passing on the family fortune. That's what everyone's talking about. That's what you need to relate to. And, that's a little example.
Yeah, I get it.
Of the difference between white people and their world.
Yeah.
And our people and the world we were living in 20 years ago when I was starting in this. Very similar to the world today. Wow. We were not talking about no inheritance around the kitchen table.
Inheritance?
All the things he taught us about, like, for instance, that when you go to a meeting, there's music that you play and we play that music around black folk.
They don't get it.
We ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
All that new age, this and that. Black folk, we have our own music. We eat our different food. We listen to, we have our own habits. Like, different things are important to black people. Like, we realized that the values that he was teaching us, we didn't relate to at all. But we learned a lot of things about black people. Like, one thing about our people, we have this one thing that we learned that we put into our system. We realized that, what black people are looking for and have a button that seems like on? What we have? Respect.
Absolutely.
The white man don't respect us. That's one. Two, then we get into it with our own families and our own friends. Like, we go home and brother worked all day, comes home, he feels my wife don't give me enough respect. The sister works all day. She doing her thing. She handling home. Brother comes in and he like, man, you don't give me enough respect. Young brother walking in with his pants hanging down. And, he's like, man, y'all was wearing black fists and dashikis. We wearing our pants this way. Wow. It's like, man, elders, y'all ain't giving me any respect. The elder looks at the young people, said, these young people to say anything and do anything, they don't give us enough respect. Now, other cultures don't have that. That is something that we found with us. And there's a laundry list of things like that are unique to our culture that this white dude was not teaching us.
That's right. I understand.
Because he was teaching us what was real for him. And so once we had to kind of, in a sense, divorce ourselves of all that white people training and start really getting in here and focusing on what makes us unique and what, like, studying the success of black people. Like, when we're winning, when we're achieving, you go to like a family reunion or everything, that's totally different than a white people's family reunion. What a black people's family reunion, or like, for instance, a party. You have a black party, you ever been to a white party?
Yeah.
A white party, people are standing around. They got these Dixie cups in their hands. They're drinking. No music playing. They're talking. And that's the greatest party ever. I experienced this several times. It shocked me because the only thing I knew was a party was music bumping. We working it, you know what I mean? Everybody's going, and that's a party. And
I get it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So once we got it down and we realized these are the parts of black culture, we built our business system around black culture. And we went from being broke, couldn't pay our rent, to a year later we're doing $1 million in sales.
A year. That's a huge difference in a short time. Pardon me, I didn't mean to
No
interrupt.
time at all.
I just had to acknowledge that.
It works. It works.
As you continue, one of the things I can definitely relate to the cultural aspect, because there's a school, cultural language of academy and success class. Shout out to Dr. Anthony Jackson, who is head of the school now, Dr. Sharaki Holly, Janice Buckner. Pardon me, Janice. Hey, Janice, I'm sorry. Janice Buckner, you know, just a great young team of black educators, and they pulled a diverse group, but it was predominantly black thought, black culture. And when I took my daughter for the first day, because she went from homeschooling, but I took her for the first day because I really liked what I saw about this school, and I knew intimately some of the administrators. I just sat back at the corner and watched their opening. They opened on the lot. They were at a church in Inglewood. They opened on this lot, sun shining on them, singing the National Black Anthem. And then they would just have this great hip-hop music. They would do some exercises to the music, and they just really got them revved up the way we usually do in our homes. In our homes, right. And that carried them through the day. You know, they had a spiritual portion. It was just really great. So I just wanted to tell the little anecdote because I recognized that and the difference it had in my children. Yes. Yeah, compared to when they went to another, school.
Yeah. You see, that's what we learned, is that in this society that we live in here, the black culture of ours is devalued. It's not seen as anything valuable or worthwhile. Yeah. And so many of our people, we struggle in the business world because we're trying to assimilate. Yeah. You know, we look at our only way to survive or thrive is to act like them. You know what I mean? And we don't realize that the fortune is right here. And the freedom to build, to create, to be great is in being yourself.
Being yourself. It's like Brother Nipsey Hussle, may Allah be pleased with him, says in one of his songs, you know, he knows he's a genius, but they left him no platform to express it. That's why, again, happy 5 years, Mars Media Studios, because we can be ourselves here. Yes. We really can. And so tag team marketing, one of the questions I have about it, I know the answer, but for those who may have it, because I did have it when I very first heard about it, was we're just very leery of marketing schemes of, what do you call those?
Multi-level pyramids, yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But I was involved in something regarding travel, and it wasn't even pyramid. But what I appreciate about you and Tag Team and Sister Debbie is what I appreciate about the whole Tag Team Buy Black movement is you care, and you're going and we're going, right? As a very new baby, I'm still learning, like I'm at the baby steps of learning it. But I was involved in something where I just felt used. Yeah. The person was just interested in checks. Yes. Signed me on, I signed people on, and said, here's the training link, go figure it out. Right. In a nutshell. Right. And I was told as much so that, well, the money is in the checks. And I'm like, but I'm interested in the travel. And so that we experience that sometimes as people. And so can you break down how this is not that? Yeah. First, I want to definitely acknowledge our people and their wariness. They should be wary because there's some scandalous stuff out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's no joke. And I saw a lot of that firsthand. Now, you got to understand, I failed at 5 different businesses, my wife and I, that were similar. You know, this network marketing.
Yeah. Not all of them in it, but most of them were, and we failed at everything. Even though it looked good on paper, it sounded good, we work hard, but there's so many ways to fail. Mm-hmm. You know, it's incredible.
Wow.
Now, and then a company is nothing but people.
Okay.
That's all it is. A group of citizens of a country working together to do something. And sometimes we look at a company and we see this big building or this big, and we get this idea that it's something other than that. A company is only as good as the people.
Teach.
That created it, that found it, that run it. And you got some scandalous people running the company.
Yeah.
Then, you know, it's not going to go too far.
Yeah, I get it.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's real simple. Now, when I got involved, and we failed because we dealt with some unscrupulous people. Mm-hmm. And then the last time, you know, we really made it big, but let me tell you the price of that.
Okay.
I got involved in a white company that where I became a millionaire and then a multimillionaire, and we helped to make other millionaires. Mm-hmm. But here's the price. By the time I got to the point where I was making $1 million in that network marketing company, or when we were making it big, I went from nothing to producing $1 million in sales for the company.
Wow.
That first, once we started doing it the black way. Within 2 years, we're doing, you know, 5 million. 3 years, maybe like 18 million.
Wow.
20 million, 50 million. And over the years, we grew it to doing 100 million for the company every year. Now think about that. That's black money.
100 million.
Yeah, we got it down to doing $1 million every quarter, then $1 million in sales every month, and $1 million in sales every week, $1 million in sales every 6 days, every 5 days, every 4 days, every 3 days.
That's a formula.
Yeah, man. Black people, we built an army, man, a team of black people. You understand? There's no one has more desire than us. We have, in this country, it's like we have nothing, but we have around us, you see everything. It's like me growing up in New York. Big old buildings, all these wealthy people, and black people, we got nothing.
Just at the bottom.
Yeah, but we got the hunger and the drive and the desire. We're willing to work for hours.
Yeah.
But look at the game, though. This is what happened with me. And this is why we had to create Tag Team, an ethical company of black people, for black people, where black people actually can earn huge amounts of money.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Ethical.
Ethical.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Thank
Ethics
you.
is the key. It's the key.
Yeah.
Because that company we're in, think about it. We got to the point we're doing 100 million. Every time I made them 100 million, they paid me 1 million.
One.
Wow. And if you added up the other 200,000 plus black people on our team that we built, selling these products to our own family members and friends, everyone together, we earn between 3 and 4% of that money. Everything else went to them.
That's robbery.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I finally, wised up to the game, I'm like, I'm happy. I'm born in the projects. I had nothing, so I'm happy to become a millionaire. But when I walked away, I had earned $7 million. And I had made the company 1,000 million.
Wow.
So you're talking about 0.7%. I hand you $1, you hand me a penny.
Oh my God.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that was the price that it paid. We brought all these black people to buy from the company in order to settle for the crumbs.
Yeah.
And we realized that there's no way, like our whole purpose was to free the black community.
Come on, Lazarus.
Yeah, there you go. We working to free the race over here. We working, every day, working hard, spending our time, our energy, our talents, doing God's work from our viewpoint, and only to realize that we were just, being exploited in our youth. So when we walked away, we said we were going to have to build something ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't find a company like this.
Yeah.
A black company, all black people, all black staff, all black suppliers, all the products come from black companies.
Wow.
All the distributors are black, all the supporters buying every month are black. where not where money comes in and 1% goes to the black community. No, money comes in, 100% of the money goes out to the black community.
Wow. As he continues, when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says justice or else, and when we hear buy black, do for self, these are not some T-shirt slogans alone, right? Like tag team marketing, this is a way not out, but a way in, right?
That's right.
To accepting our own and being ourselves. Because when people are stressed, like I'm looking at the traffic today as you continue, Brother Delxino, the roads are saturated. It's back to school in LA. And a news report said that, although I have to really check into news reports, but the reporter on the radio was talking about the stress that parents are experiencing. And then I listened a little longer, and she was starting to sell something, but she was talking about the stress of underachieving and underperforming, and parents worried about homework and pickup and extracurricular activities. But being able to be a part of Tag Team and being able to become one of those millionaires down the line that you all are able to create, right? Then that will help alleviate that.
Yes.
And one thing I love about what he's saying is this is not, I mean, it's one thing to go together. There's something to be said for on-the-job training, but they've done this. They have the track record. They have the history. They have the empirical data for those who need it. And they have the, as the youth say today, the receipts. Go ahead, brother.
Right.
And we have the convention coming up. We'll get into that, but I want you to just get some more background on who we're talking to here.
Yeah. Tag team marketing is the truth, you guys. Check everything out that I'm talking about. You see it for yourself at buyblackmovement.com. Now, Tag Team, this is the company. In Tag Team Marketing, we used to build for the white companies. Now, Tag Team Marketing, we're building the Buy Black movement.
Yeah.
So we created this program because we realized that money in the black, like, here's what happened to us. We generated all this black money, even with the little percentages that our people got. It was still millions of dollars that we brought into the race.
Wow.
But as fast as we brought that money into the black community, our people took that money right out of the black community.
Yes.
Sister,
it happens.
It happens.
I've done it.
Right.
I do it.
But the thing, to see with my own eyes, sister, with my own eyes, black people take the first $30,000 they ever made. I helped them make, young brothers, 30 grand and take the whole 30 grand of Rolex. Broke again, bling bling.
Yeah.
The first 100 grand, and I led the way. I took my first 100,000.
Yeah.
And took it straight to Mercedes.
But it's the first, right? It's like, whoa, this is why this reparations debate is like, the minister says we'll get the money right back.
Man, right back.
The checks. But I do understand it's like you never had.
You never had. You have
to be taught how to manage money.
And that's the thing, you take $100,000, you invest that correctly, you can earn $10,000 a year for the rest of your life in interest.
Yeah, and be straight.
Right, or you take the 100 grand, you blow it, and now you kill the golden goose.
It's like, I'm not doing that again.
Right, exactly. And I'm just fortunate to be one of the folks, my family and I, and leaders that continue to earn so we could learn that lesson. Most of our people, you see it with the NFL players and NBA players and stuff like that. You never get that chance to rebound from that because the money stops.
Yeah.
That's why business is so important. It's not like playing in somebody else's game. The NFL, as great as it is, the NBA, the baseball, even the entertainment industry to some degree is controlled by other people.
Oh, absolutely.
So, so while you're at favor, while you're in season, you got a job. You have an opportunity. But in business doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You make your own way here.
It's warfare.
Yeah, for real. Real.
Let me ask you, so how does it work?
How
does Tag Team work?
All right. Now, Tag Team.
Pay attention.
We're building a Buy Black movement. Now, what we learned, when we left that company, we said, all right, we can't do this no more. We want to unite our people. We want to take our people to the top. Who's figured this out? And we found that the only people who have really figured out how to unite black people and create massive wealth that stays in the race, there's only two that we found in all history that we could find a blueprint for. And that was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Allahu Akbar.
Right. And Marcus Garvey. You know, who's
Who
my
inspired
hero,
him so
a lot
much.
of family roots. My Marcus Garvey.
I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
Marcus Garvey right there. Yes, sir.
Ooh. Is that on
Yeah.
Tag Team?
Yeah, this is on the website. We sell these too. This
Ow!
is a brilliant brother out of New York who
That is
crafts these.
fabulous. Okay.
Yeah. I got it in gold and in the black onyx.
Wow, good work.
So basically, we learned this blueprint of Marcus Garvey and how he united the race. He got black people believing that this is 50 years out of slavery in the early 1900s, that we could achieve and build our own businesses and buy from them. And he had this whole philosophy. He said, Negro producers, Negro distributors, Negro consumers, the world of Negroes can be self-contained. So he says, so Negro producers, we should make our own products. Negro distributors, we should sell and distribute our own products. Negro consumers, we should buy our products from our people. He says the world of Negroes can be self-contained. We ain't got to go outside to nobody for nothing. We can produce for ourselves. And this blew our minds like, whoa, okay, this is the blueprint right here. And when you study Garvey and all that he accomplished, under the odds he was up against, and how this one Jamaican man could come over to this country and create an empire, 6 million paying members that bought black, created businesses. We said that's the Buy Black movement.
Wow.
So we do basically the same thing. Black people make the products. They join our Buy Black movement program. They ship their products to us. It's a paid membership for black people who make products. Now, we only select the best, but they ship their products to us. We warehouse everything in Atlanta, Georgia. And now you have the second team that enters, which is the marketers. And that's our native thing, building teams, network marketing. The tag team marketing business opportunity is now that second opportunity for black people who don't necessarily make products, but want to sell the products of black people. So the tag team marketing opportunity is the greatest business opportunity on the planet for black people. We pay more money than in all these other businesses. The training, the support, the love, the unity. You walk in there, even get on a call and feel that love and the unity of your people. We are on one accord. We are working together. And what we are producing is like we haven't seen production like this.
Wow.
In the race like this in a century, in 100 years, since Garvey, with doing this particular thing. So basically, black people make the products in the Buy Black movement. Second, you got the tag team marketing team that's getting everyone buying from each other. So the tag team sells the products. You can join the tag team marketing business opportunity and earn money getting your friends to buy from black businesses. Third, you have the third part of the Buy Black movement, which is the supporters, the dedicated monthly purchasers who purchase the products. So the black businesses make the products. There are the suppliers, very exclusive. We only accept the best. We're not trying to get right now every single black business in America. We're working to get, let me tell you the difference. With us, we accept black businesses. Let me tell you about the ethics.
Okay.
Only that we can make big amounts of money for.
Okay.
So as the movement grows and we get more members, because we're at 67,000 members now, we want to grow to 1 million, 2 million, 10 million as we continue growing. But as it grows and we are able to sell more products per week, per month, per day, then we bring on more suppliers. So you look at our suppliers and almost all of them are earning ridiculous amounts of money, and that's the point, because we have a team selling for them. Now, if we have 1,000 suppliers right now, then we're like everyone else. A whole bunch of black folks saying, "Man, I'm paying my money to these people. I ain't making it." So here at the Buy Black movement, suppliers make the products. We only accept the best and the ones that we know we can turn a big profit for, and more as we grow. Second, we have the marketers, the awesome team, and they are killing it. These are the most talented, hungry black people. These black folk, no experience, no background, hungry. They come in here. We train everything. Training every week, training videos, total state of the art. And they're changing the world. And lastly, the supporters join buyblackmovement.com and buy monthly.
Yeah.
They're ordering the products. They get products shipped to their door every month. They can change their order to whatever products they want. They can add things, delete things, cancel at any time. But our supporters are buy every month. And the longer they're a supporter, the more recognition they get. They get discounts for being a monthly supporter.
Right.
They also get rewards dollars. Like, imagine, the more they buy, the more free Garvey dollars, we call it, that they get.
Garvey dollars, I like it.
Yeah, and then if they refer their friends to buy, they earn even more. And they earn from what their friends buy.
Yeah.
So it's the greatest buying program in the world.
So everyone benefits.
Everyone.
But it's rewarding just enough to buy black, to circulate that dollar, which we really need to do more in our community. I mean, the more you see these stores and places disrespected, you can't even go in the store. I think someone was talking about the Walmart incidents and the different shootings, and then you're in places, you're shopping, and you don't know if people are going to call the cops on you, which is death by cop or murder by cop. They're calling it in the streets now. You don't want to do it yourself. You just call the cop, make a false claim, but we don't have to deal with that. And online shopping has been a big thing for a long time. But with my daughter's wedding, I really got to see just how, especially millennials, but people are really raking it over the coals. I mean, it's really convenient.
Yeah.
It's really, really convenient. And so how can, well, you did say it, buyblackmovement.com, you know, someone who has a product, a black business owner that wants to connect.
Right. Well, if you have a product you want to connect, what you would do is go to buyblackmovement.com. That's the first step. Click on supplier program at the top and read about the program, read the requirements, read the costs, read what's expected. You know, this is a movement, you guys. We're not some company you just hire and a bunch of drones are going to go to work. No, this is black people working, you know, from the heart. We only represent people that we like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're a company that loves black people, you know, you have a product for black people. Like, some companies come to us and they say, "Oh man, listen, I'm black, but you know, I'm hiring this white person to be out front. I've got white people on my products and white people on my label and white people on my." We have a buy black movement for black consumers. They don't buy that. That's not our customers.
Yeah.
You're trying to appeal to somebody else and pretend to be somebody else. You go ahead and do that. But you want to be a part of the buy black movement, you must understand our people have little representation out there. In this movement, we embrace are people who embrace us. Product makers who see that the value and the grandeur and the glory is in black people. And so if the business owner embraces our culture and embraces us and wants to be, wants to represent this movement, then together we can put this army behind that person and their product and everything.
Right.
So we look for businesses that really fit our philosophy, that our people can really get behind, and that have products that are in demand right now. So a lot apply. Some are not approved right away, but we help every business. We work with our people. So go to buyblackmovement.com, read about the supplier program if you make a product. But now the biggest opportunity, especially at this part in it, is the marketing opportunity.
I'm glad. Let's get into that. Cassandra Caesar, here's your answer. She wants to know, how do you make money as a marketer?
Yeah, well, the marketing opportunity, this is where it's at. Marketing is so native to black people, it's crazy. Like, we as black people, we talk. And we talk to each other all day. All the time. When good news hits the black community, we spread. When bad news hits the black community, it spreads even faster, right?
Yeah, taste this.
Right. So exactly. So the thing is, this is nothing we don't already do. It's just something we don't necessarily get paid for. Look at Black Panther. Black Panther movie came out. How many black folk went out and told everybody, "Oh, girl, you got to check out this movie. It's the bomb."
Dressed up for it.
We showed out. And we marketed the movie.
We
marketed the movie. And how much did everyone earn from that? No. So what we have learned and mastered is word of mouth marketing. So we back it up with some social media and the email and all these different things. But the key is with word of mouth, Black people can get out there. And with the training you receive at Tag Team Marketing, you literally can call people you know, tell them about the most amazing Black-made products and services. And when someone you know buys it, you now earn money. And if they buy again, you earn again. They buy every month, you earn every month. You get 10 people buying, you earn a lot. You can build a team of other marketers. You can refer people like me who say, I want to be in that business too. I want to earn money. Now, if you referred me, you're a marketer and I'm a marketer, then whenever I sell something, yes, I earn it, but you earn too.
Oh, wow.
So it's incredible. Now, that's what you find when you go to buyblackmovement.com and you click on Tag Team Marketing Opportunity at the top.
Oh, and use my link, C Muhammad 19.
Oh, there you go. buyblackmovement.com/
C Muhammad 19.
C Muhammad 19. That's where you go. buyblackmovement.com / C Muhammad 19. You go there, you can create your free account. It's free to be a member of the Buy Black Movement. You can shop, you can watch videos. I'm doing a big presentation at the convention. The whole team is this Friday night. They can watch free online.
Okay.
You know, the replays of past events, you can watch free, all of that just by being a free member. But after getting involved in that, you see what's going on. You may want to become a marketer, which is the main team where you earn and create this. And then you click on Tag Team Marketing, you pay, you join, and now you become a part of the team. You start training and listen. But if you have somebody on this watch right now that's really hungry, that really loves what they see, and think about it, would like to learn from me and the others. My wife and I, with all our sisters, we broke every record in network marketing. Wow. As Black people.
And this is huge.
We built the largest team ever built, Black team, 230,000 distributors. We generate more money than anybody else. We've created a bigger success than anybody else. We've done all that. And in the late 90s, early 2000s, and we left to start working on this. And now the Buy Black movement is here, and we are back in the game marketing. Tag team marketing, This is going to be bigger than anything our race has ever seen. We will create more millionaires in time than entertainment, than sports, than any of that put together. When you look at the numbers that we're dealing with here, it's simply the most incredible business opportunity on the planet for Black people.
This is so wonderful. Thank you all for doing this. Look, Cassandra Caesar says, okay, I will get others on. Thank you, Sister Charlene. Thank you, Brother Delxino. Let's talk about how people can get tickets to the convention.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to see you at the convention. I'll be there. My husband Ali, God willing, will be there.
Yeah, you guys, the convention is the ultimate. Tickets right now. Our
first time.
Yeah, first time. I guarantee you your life will be changed. Tag team and all that we've learned in these 25 years in the game has taught us, and we've perfected how to help Black people succeed. And that's why we have so many students from one end of this planet to another who have made thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions with our training and our techniques. But you're going to get all of that in these 3 days. Friday from 12 noon it starts, Saturday and Sunday till 6 o'clock. You give me 3 days, I'm going to give you a new life.
Wow.
Tickets are $229 to attend a convention. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I'm sorry, I was being silly me. What did you say that again? I'm like, give me the new life. How much are the tickets?
Yeah, tickets right now are $229.99 for the 3-day convention, and that includes everything. So you're going to come. There's materials. There's Friday, when we start at noon, it's going to be bananas. By 5 o'clock Friday, from noon to Friday, you're going to be like blown. Then Friday night, we have our public presentation, which is where you can invite friends to actually come Friday night and hear the message of the Buy Black movement. Unity, working together, Black people, succeeding as a race. And then Saturday, the training from 9 till 5 is going to be bananas. Oh, my gosh. And when I say training, you're not sitting in your chair. This is Black people working together now. We're going to be up, moving, interacting. You're going to meet and train with everybody else there. the role plays that you're gonna walk out with so many new friends. You're gonna have the time of your life. We're gonna role play. We're gonna dance. We're gonna have fun.
Gonna dance.
It's gonna be incredible. Oh my God! Now, Saturday night we have our award show.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is all included in your ticket. So we dress up, and it's semi-formal, but it's not like Europe semi-formal. This is coming to America attire.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Wakanda wear. You know what I'm saying?
Up.
Yes. We suiting and booting it's the red, black, and green tag awards. We call it. So it's the tag award show. You're going to see all the top members awarded. It's going to be spectacular. And our people are showing out. You know what I mean? So you registered for the convention and make sure you come ready for Saturday night because it's dress up. But like I said, we call it's coming to America attire, the dress up African. We do our thing, red, black, and green. Next, Sunday then is the finale, and that's from 9 till 6. And all I can tell you is hold on to your seats.
Wow.
Because,
buckle up.
Yeah, buckle man. Up. It's going to be bananas. Now, at the end of that, you will be, your mind will have stretched. The theme of this convention is creating 1,000 black millionaires. Yeah, and you will know by the end of that how to become a millionaire, how to create millionaires. We're laying it all out. Yeah. We pulling out all the punches, and there's all these new releases and announcements. You're going to have all the products from black businesses there. It's going to, oh, man.
Yeah, I want that Motherland's Gold. I was supposed to get it the other night. I didn't get a chance. Anthony Muhammad said, I worked with Tag Team Delxino and Debbie. They are phenomenal. Great motivation. That was in the early 90s. Something like Brother Anthony.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Sister Cassandra, Brother Anthony. You guys are champions.
And others. I think Akron, Ohio. I can't see as far down, but people were checking in from different states.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the next few minutes, we're going to be out of here in 8 minutes. I want you to talk about you talked about the support already. You talked about you did. We gave every way that we can be a part of this. I have a question. Okay.
Go ahead.
Because I know that whenever we try to do something for ourselves, then we get hit with the exclusion dialogue or the racism dialogue. But reiterate, because you did touch on it, why it's so important that people don't take concern or issue, like meaning blacks who want to be a part of this, and how people can beat back that conversation or even just ignore it.
Yeah. I mean, it's you understand that's oppression, and I want everyone to understand what I mean by that. If you ever seek to do something that's going to help you, advance you, or help you, and you feel this, I shouldn't do that because some other people may not like it, that is slavery syndrome.
Come on.
That's oppression. Those are the symptoms of us being in this hell for 400 years. Okay, if 100 Chinese people got together and said, we're going to make this organization for Chinese to advance China, oh, what a beautiful thing. Would you call that racism? No, we wouldn't even think to call that race, because they're operating as a free people who are free to do what's good for them.
Yeah.
Jews get together and they say we want to have one of the most powerful organizations, their Jewish Business Network. Who do you think that's for?
Not for me.
It's for Jews, right? Now, when they have that, is that racist? Is that wrong? Is it illegal for them to have an organization to help themselves do what's best for them? No, not at all. So understand, every race, every group, every culture, they have their organizations, they have their groups, they work together, they build their things for themselves. And that's why whites spend 99% of their money in their community, Chinese 99% of their money in the community, Japanese, Koreans, Jews 99% of their money in the community, and we spend only 2.8% of our money in ours. We bought this lie that from slavery that because it literally was against the law. You assemble as black people, you're breaking the law.
Yeah.
That's slavery syndrome. That's Jim Crow era after slavery. That's not now. But we still carry it mentally. We have this idea that if we do something for ourselves, white people are going to try and stop us, or it's wrong, or it's illegal, and it's not real.
Yeah.
That's what keeps us not having. So we're getting together. We unite. And last point I want to make on that is that the only way we as black people will ever get beyond this is that we have to do for self. Honorable Elijah Muhammad
That's it.
spent his entire life, this was his main theme, do for self. And just like me, when I studied Garvey, it's exact same philosophy.
Yeah.
As black people, we have been reduced to children who rely on white people to make our toilet paper, make our laundry detergent. We rely on white people to give us our jobs, give us welfare, to do everything for us that we could and should do for ourselves.
Yeah.
Marcus Garvey brought us out of that. Honorable Elijah Muhammad brought us out of that. And now we have to take the steps to bring ourselves completely out of that dependency. And the only way we can do it is doing it for and by ourselves.
That's right. And look at that great flyer there, creating 1,000 Black millionaires. And it's the annual convention. And you're right. You know, we have, time is up. That we have no more excuses. We have the bright minds. We have people like you. We have people who have done it, the know-how. And we have to let the system go.
Yes.
You know, it's like the scriptures say, Pharaoh, God said, let my people go. And student minister Nuri Muhammad out of Indianapolis has a lecture. He says, my people, let Pharaoh go. You know, but
Wow.
I get the fear factor. I understand all those things. But right now we don't have any more excuses. And we really don't have any more out. There's no time to waste. We hear that the presidential administration right now is making proposals or there's threatening cuts to welfare and all these different things that people rely on, and people are just getting squeezed. But I must say and remind people that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has a lecture. It's at finalcall.com if you want to read excerpts from that. It is the inevitable, unstoppable rise of blacks.
Yeah.
The black man and woman in America.
That's right.
There's nothing stopping us but ourselves.
That's right. That's right.
So I want you to take the last 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and I'll take one and close. I just want to pour as much. And I'm sorry. Go to Buy Black Movement.
BuyBlackMovement.com/.
C Muhammad 19.
That's it.
But go ahead, Brother Delxino.
All right. Brothers and sisters, I want to basically leave you with this. You can do anything. You can achieve anything.
Yeah.
I am a brother born in the projects in New York with nothing. And my wife and I not only raised to earning millions, but have raised to generating hundreds of millions with our people, with this team, and helping create all kind of success for our people. There's no limit except the limits you put on your own mind. You can do it. So I know what you can become. I've helped people with no basic talent, no basic skill, become wonderfully successful. And here's a race. It's time for us to now take a giant leap working together. Now's not the time to be cowering back and wondering and worrying about what someone else might think. Now's the time to be bold. Now's the time to go on out there and create the future we want, instead of complaining about the future we have, or about the present we have, or the future we don't want. Let's create it. Let's get out there ourselves. Let's be bold. Let's be confident. And let's go on out there and create it. In the same way that we went from nothing to do 100 million a year, now with the Buy Black movement, with all black, but we're not taking pennies home, but the whole race is splitting every dollar coming in here. Let's go on out here and build this BuyBlackMovement.com and this enterprise into a $1 billion a minute money earning machine where 100% of everything that comes in all goes back out to the black community, making our people rich and wealthy and changing the game. It's time to end this handing away 97% of our money to others. Now it's time for the rise of black people. And brothers and sisters, the team here, myself, this whole crew we've got coming to this convention, we are all in on this. We're going all out. This is our time. You want to change your life? Go to buyblackmovement.com. Check out our convention. Come to Los Angeles. Spend 3 days with us. All right? Become a tag team marketer or buyblackmovement.com. And let's change the world, black people.
Let's change the world. I wish I could play that song by the Minister and Snoop right now.
You got it.
Thank you so much, Brother Delxino, for being with us and coming live in person. You can imagine his schedule right now, but he came to be with the Liberated Sisters. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have to say again, congratulations, Sister Felicia, the Poetess Morris Media Studios on 5 years. Again, pray for Camp Muhammad. They're on the road right now. They're going to be out there. Pray for safe return. Hey, pray for me.
That's right.
I have a new son-in-law. I'm like trying to learn this thing. But congratulations, Akila and Jabril. And I want to say, remember, Minister Farrakhan is still off of Facebook. and Instagram. We have not forgotten. We'll be dealing with that next week. God willing, Brother Jesse will be back with the Farrakhan Factor, but I want to direct you to The Time and What Must Be Done, the lecture series.
Yes.
The Time and What Must Be Done by Minister Farrakhan. The Unprecedented Lecture Series is on YouTube. You can go to NOI.org. And also, I'll wait. I'll make the announcement next week. I'm Sister Charlene Muhammad saying if it's impacting our community or can uplift us as a people, let's talk about it. Peace.